Hi everybody, my name is Stephen Lazar from properT Network. I thrive on working with my clients to help them achieve their own financial independence through educated and strategic property investment. I serve people who are goal-focused, personally driven, and pay income tax. And my passion is helping people just like you grow to create a legacy and make the world a better place for all. And my promise to you is to save you time, stress, and money whilst you come to an informed decision. Today I want to focus on SDA property. SDA property, otherwise known as NDIS property, is attracting a lot of interest because of the phenomenally high rental yields you can achieve. It's also government backed, and if your house is compliant under the NDIS, you'll receive an income for at least 20 years while you've got tenants linked to CPI, meaning you'll get rental increases as time goes by. What I'm also finding, which concerns me a lot in this industry, is there's a lot of over-promising, appealing to people's greed. When the government give a lot of money, and in this case 700 million a year towards a project like this, it's a fantastic initiative, but it also brings greedy people out of the woodwork. Greedy providers who are looking to suck your money from you, but also greedy investors who are trying to maximize their return and listening to people who are telling them exactly what they want to hear. And in life, we tend to make decisions out of fear of missing out, or greed, where we get promised more. And if we promise more, we tend to focus on that. The purpose of my video today is to ask you to please, when making a decision around this, investing $650,000 to $800,000 into an investment property, you want to get that decision correct from the outset. I'm sure you'd agree. And if you can get a rental yield realistically between 12 and 15, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, 12 and 15% yield per year, that is phenomenal. It's a significant amount of income. There are providers out there who are offering you big numbers. Be mindful of that. Ask a lot of questions, or come back to me and let me answer those questions for you. Another reason I want to share this video with you today is that the industry itself is pretty mature in Queensland, and there's a lot of interest in Queensland. They're also realistic in terms of the providers. They're not over-promising and they're not over-delivering. They seem to offer a far more robust, mature model that suits them, but you primarily. And if you can get the rental yields between the 12 and 15%, as I mentioned, and they're only charging you fees between 10 and 15% to manage your asset, to manage your property, to find you tenants, to claim your money from the government so that you get it every year. There's a lot of compliance that an approved SDA rental manager has to go through. Be mindful of that and allow them to earn their 10 to 15% because they're looking after your asset. They're giving you a significant amount of income that you wouldn't have got. And because of all the compliance, they need to earn money in order to stay in business so they can look after your asset. What I'm finding in Victoria is you're tending to get rental guarantees and yields between 5 and 7%. Pretty low. There's also a lot of money that's being kept by providers and not being passed on to you. The industry in Victoria itself is not as mature as it is in Queensland, and the providers are really taking a big slice of it. Why would you invest over $700,000 to earn a yield of about 7%, where you can go 650 to 700 and get that 12 to 15% yield at a lower fee per annum to manage that for you? I'm getting a lot of questions and a lot of clients focusing and saying, I live in Victoria, I want to invest in Victoria. It's an investment vehicle. The reason you're investing in an SDA property is for the yield. The money tastes the same whether it comes from Queensland or whether it comes from Victoria, New South Wales, or South Australia, or even Western Australia. Focus your investment vehicle to match the outcome you want, to give you the return on investment. If you're investing 700 in this area or